Hi everyone, Cheryl Arkle. Welcome to the Better Reading Christmas Party. Hi everyone at home, Thursday 2 o'clock. It's not what are you reading, it's the Better Reading Christmas Party. Welcome everyone. This is our last work day of the year of 2024. And we finish up now and the team is not back until January the 6th, I think. Christmas, New Year. What you want to do maybe is tell us what are you reading over Christmas. You can do that. Welcome everyone, Cheryl Arkle, Better Reading Christmas Party. I've got myself a drink. Have you got yourself a drink, a coffee, a tea, a wine, a champagne, whatever it is? We've got some very special guests for you today, and they're going to pop in and they're going to say hello, and we're going to ask them what they're reading and what are they doing over Christmas and the summer period. Also, we've got 5 merch gift packs to give away today. You won't get the parcels before Christmas, but you will get them in January. And the parcels include a Better Reading badge, a What Are You Reading t-shirt, and a bookmark, Better Reading bookmark, and a What Are You Reading notepad. So I've got 5 of these to give away. And I'm going to ask everybody a question, and the first person in wins the pack. Okay, so we all know how that works. So Merry Christmas to everybody. We've got gift packs to give away. We've got authors that are joining us, and the first author that is joining us is Danica McKenzie. Now, we all know her and we all love her, and I think we may as well stream her in now. Here she is. Hello. Do I pronounce your name correctly?
Oh, that's right. That's all good.
No.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, team. Thank you so much for having me here. So it's always lovely to do anything with Better Reading. It's fabulous.
I love how you're sitting in front of a Christmas tree. I love that.
That's right. Yes, I went, okay, Christmas party. I need to do something Christmassy. I'm like, oh, I'll just better move my computer in front of my Christmas
tree.
Okay,
so what book did you have out this year?
Okay, so I had Tipping Point, which is the 3rd in my Kate Miles series. So it is a good summer read because it is actually kind of set in the sweltering kind of summer heat. So it's actually set a couple of weeks before Christmas, so now's probably the time you should be reading it. So it's all about Kate. Yes, it's all about Kate and
number one.
So this is number 3 of the series. So
okay, all right. So I've got my first question. What is Danica's first book called?
Okay. So my very first
book. No. Don't you answer, because you are not to answer. This is for a book pack giveaway, right? We're giving away a pack. So no, we're not asking you. First person in that knows what Danica's book is wins. Okay. So we've had lots of comments. What is, for a prize pack, what is Danica's first book? Answer to win a prize. Narelle Donnelly, The Torrent. Is that right?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, that's the first prize. Now, okay. Narelle, you need to let us know. Go to our merch store and let us. Okay. Verity's going to send you a message. Wow, that was exciting. You nearly won the pack there.
I did. I wish I had. I would have screwed up the whole thing. Sorry about that.
You already got a pack. Don't you already have a t-shirt?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I remember last. Was it not this lunch, but the lunch before last year? I think. Yeah.
You got it. Now tell me, what are you doing over Christmas and New Year?
Okay, so we usually have a big family get-together. Actually, we're doing 2 family get-togethers, and this weekend is a full kind of weekend of cooking. I think we actually just went shopping today. Wow. So, and then tomorrow, me and my daughter are going to attempt, and I stress the word attempt, one of those logs, the Yule log.
Oh yeah, the Yule logs. Yes.
And we're going to try and do like a Biscoff. Inside.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Do you know, I think with those Yule logs, I think, because, I'm a bit of a baker, And I think you can't get that wrong, because regardless of what happens, even if it's not the right shape, you can just say like thunder hit the tree.
That's true.
Can't you? You can just make it up. You can say the tree fell.
Yeah, exactly. It's the rolling that I'm nervous about. I think I'll get my husband to do it, because he's good at finicky jobs. I think I'll get him to roll it. But like the actual thing is just a slab cake. So I think I'll be okay with that. So
and anyway, it could be a Yule log deconstructed.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So so that is our attempt. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow.
And will you be going on holidays at all?
We are. We're having a little family holiday. We're going to Vietnam, actually. So that's going to be so exciting.
Vietnam. Lovely.
Yes.
And are you going to take reading material?
Yes. Well, I have a number of arcs that have come through that are actually on my phone that I've downloaded. So Ashley Clay-Jen Blunt's Cold Truth, which I think comes out in February. So I'm very excited to read that. So that's going to be good. And then I've got Mandy Beaumont's latest that has come, The Thrill of It, which is about the granny killer. So again, I'm sort of very excited to read this. And then I've got a couple of kind of recs that I have had the chance to read already, and that one's coming out on the 31st of December. So Free Boy is Gone. Mark Smith's latest is excellent. Oh my God, it is so good. I literally gulped it down in one day. Like, it was genuinely unputdownable. So that one. And then this one, have you heard about this one that's coming out? Baron Kate, Michelle Prack's latest. This comes out in April.
About that.
So very exciting.
How can you get arcs? Is that because you're asked to comment, or what?
Just you get a chance to read early, versions, and see if you like it. And so yes, I'm very excited. I love arcs. I'm just like, I've got like shelves full of arcs. So.
Do you think, I was speaking to Rachel Johns last night, we did a author interview last night at 8:00, and she is such a voracious reader. I mean, her office is just full of so many books that she's read, Is that the same for you? Are you a voracious reader?
I go through stages. I have stages of reading where all I do is read, but I have actually gone through a massive slump, mainly because I've been like trying to finish my own next manuscript, and I literally finished it on Tuesday. So and particularly when I'm writing my own stuff, I find I can still read. It's not that I don't want to read, but I'm so emotionally exhausted that I don't think I can give another person, like the book, the attention it deserves. And I often just kind of flop in front of Netflix or whatever. And I've been kind of re-binging sort of Ted Lasso because it's just easy, and you know what I mean?
What can happen, I guess, not that I know because I'm not a writer, but you could be, if you're in the middle of a book and you read another, you could bring that book into your book and not know what the hell happened,
they do say
that book in there.
I know. I mean, like, hopefully that has never happened to me. But like, I mean, in theory, yes, it can. Yes. It can happen. But I think, So I mean, like, I feel like there's all this stuff and that I need to read, but it's more sort of the prize. Now I get my prize and in the summer holidays because I've done my book. Like, it's done. It's on my computer. It's a finished thing. Or well, not a finished thing, but the draft is down. So then I feel like I can finally have my reading time, which is good.
Well, thank you so much, lovely. I mean, you've been so supportive to Better Reading, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have a wonderful and safe Christmas.
Oh, Cheryl, thank you. It's the absolute opposite. You're the one, you and Better Reading and your incredible reading community that you've created that has supported me. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a brilliant, brilliant Christmas and, a safe festive season. Thank you, Cheryl.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, lovely. Bye. Okay, so many comments that I'm going to try and get through. Don't you just love her? I just love her. She's a fantastic writer and a great person, and she's been a great friend to us. Rachel says hi. Cherie says hi. Sandra says hi. Happy Valley Books says hi. Merry Christmas. Narelle says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Sue, from Christy, from Marie Noel. Carolyn. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you for another marvellous year of What Are You Reading? author talks, podcasts, authors on authors, and so much more. Wishing you and all of the team at Better Reading a very Merry Christmas and a happy, peaceful New Year. Oh, and to you, Carolyn, and also I appreciate all the notes that you send me and all the messages as well. Thank you so much for just being such a wonderful person to Better Reading and to me. Okay, Karina says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Anne says, hello and Merry Christmas, everyone. Laura says, can't go wrong with a Benjamin Stevenson new Christmas book, and you can't go wrong. Chanel says, hi. Tracy says, Merry Christmas. Colleen does too. Malvina, hi Malvina. She says, happy Christmas and a booky new year to all at Better Reading. Love your weekly Thursday Arvos and all the other stuff in between. Really, really appreciate it, Malvina. And I know you've been with us for quite a few years now. Now, Karina must have been reading Danica's book, reading it now. Janine says, hi everyone, happy Christmas. Currently reading We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. Stay safe and happy reading to everybody. Absolutely. Malvina says hi to Danica. Hi Joyville. They were driving to New Zealand, to Queensland, watching this. Oh, her and a hubby. I'm reading Girl Guide to Winning the War by Annie Lyons. Colleen says that she loved Dunica's book, Tipping Point. Narelle says hello to Dunica. What have we got? Hello, everybody. The torrent. Who won the torrent? Narelle. Thank you so much, Narelle. Yours came through. And thank you to all the others, the guests. We've got guests coming up. We've got to keep moving. This is Christmas. This is the Better Reading Christmas party. We've got prizes to give away. And next up, we've got somebody, and I've dropped my list. Where's my list? We've got Trisha. What happened to my list? I've lost it. Anyway, Trisha Stringer, welcome to the Better Reading Christmas party. Hello.
Hi, Cheryl. Hello, team.
How are you?
And hello to all the readers.
Yeah, hi to everyone at home. We've got so many people joining us today because we've got prize packs to give away. We're drinking, and it's the last day of the year. Oh, you're drinking too. Thank you. There you go. Hey, Trisha, what do you do over Christmas and New Year?
We moved into our new house this year.
Right.
This is our first Christmas in our new house. So it's rather special. We've got our family coming, or some of our family coming, and it'll just be very chilled and relaxed because it's been a bit of a crazy year, probably for most people. But anyway, particularly for us. Yeah. And so we're just going to be, we're by the water, so there'll be and seafood and.
And why did you move?
Sorry?
Why did you move?
Oh, we didn't
story?
have to move. I just wanted to be closer to the water.
Oh, beautiful.
And now we're on a marina, so we're right on the water, so it's lovely.
Oh, gorgeous. Tell me about your book this year. Have you got it there?
Yes, I do have it here.
Hold it up so we can all see it.
Head for the hills. And I was listening to Danica earlier, and I thought, mine actually has towards the end of this story, it starts in the kind of the middle of the year and works its way along. And towards the end of Head for the Hills, there is the Christmas lunch together. And, there's one of those sessions where it's about two sisters who end up on opposing sides of a community development. And so the Christmas dinner or the Christmas lunch ends up being a little tense. And I'm sure there's plenty of readers who can maybe relate to a little bit of a tense Christmas lunch.
Well, we all know that, don't we? And as much as it feels that it's a happy, festive time, and it is, and mainly because it's end of year as well, but there are so many people that, aren't with family at Christmas time or aren't doing what they really want to do or are just alone at home. So it can be a really tough time for people. And do you know what I reckon when life's like that? Read a good book.
Read a book.
Read a book. Read a Trisha Stringer. What are you going to be reading, Trisha, over summer?
Well, under the Christmas tree, I'm hoping for, I always ask for Fiona McIntosh's new book.
Oh,
and
lovely, yes.
I've also asked for John Farnham's book because I'm a bit of a Farnham fan. Yeah. But I've also got, like Danica, I've got, this is awful because it's an ARC. It's got the most beautiful cover. It's called The Secret of Oranges. and
Oh,
it's
wow.
by Kathy George, and it's out now, but I'm just reading the arc, and it's the if you like, I love Oliver Twist, so this is the story from Nancy's point of view, and it's really, I'm loving it, just getting into
Oh,
that.
wow. Yeah.
I've got a
Can you
new
tell some of our people out there who don't know what an ARC is? Do you want to tell them what an ARC is?
sorry, so this is
That's
an
all right.
advanced reading copy.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
yes, so it comes out well before the actual. So it comes often with an odd cover or a plain cover until they get the cover sorted. And so this one, I've seen the cover. The proper cover is beautiful, but mine's bright orange.
Yours is bright orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I've got a Roger. I am a fan of the Jane Halifax stories, and so
Love
I've got
them.
the new one of
Love
Rogers.
them.
Well, newish. It's been. I've got such a huge to be read pile, Cheryl. I just pluck
I
things
can
off it, and I
imagine.
think, I wonder how long that's been out for.
Did you
and
cull
also
any
another
books?
advanced reading copy. This is Cassie Hammer's new one. Death is on the Menu, and I'm looking forward to reading that.
Hey, a question. Did you cull any books in your move?
Yes, just a couple.
Just a couple. Was there
I'm
pressure
envious
from
of your shelves, because that's the one thing that hasn't been done. We've got a guy coming to build shelves for us in what I'm calling the reading room, and they haven't been done yet. So all of my books are still in boxes.
Right. Okay. All right. Now listen. Have you got any more books to share with us?
I have got one more.
Go on.
Deborah, Black Silk and Sympathy.
Look at that beautiful cover.
I love Deborah's books. They're a bit different, historical, and I'm looking forward to that one too.
And what book number are you up to, Trisha?
I'm up to am I allowed to answer this question?
Yes, you are.
I am up to books. Head for the Hills was book 17.
Book 17. Okay. And I'm just trying to think, because I'm giving out a prize pack. Can you throw out the question for the prize pack?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think.
Pack.
If maybe I guess this is for readers of my books. There were 2 books that I wrote about someone who went on holidays, once on a cruise and once on a train. What's her name?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Say that again.
I have a character who appeared in 2 of my books. In one book, she went on a cruise, and in the other book, she went on a train trip, the Gan. And what is her name?
What is her name? First correct answer gets a merch pack.
Beautiful.
I think we've got.
Kitty, and then who said Kitty, and then who said Ketty. So which is the first Ketty, Trisha?
Is it some? Hang on. We've got Ketty.
Yes.
Ketty with an E or a Y?
Ketty.
I think it was Philip.
Who was it?
Philip Booth, I think.
Philip. Oh, there you go. Somebody's won that. I thought that was a really hard question. There you go. Okay, we've got a winner. Philip, we're going to be in touch. Trisha, thank you so much. You're a great friend to us. We love having you. You're so beloved by our readers at home. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year.
Thank you. And the same to all of you who are also so very special. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go through some of the comments. I'm all over the place, actually. But anyway, here we go. There's so many, I can't get through all of them, but I'll try. And thank you to all of you for saying Merry Christmas. I love that. Sally says, hi, Cheryl. I got baby girl for Christmas. Sophia, my first grand day. Kelly says, hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. Loved all 3 of your books. Oh, that was with Danica. So let me just keep going. Oh, Trisha, hang on. Hi, Trisha, love your books. Hi, Trisha. We all love Trisha. We all love her. Oh, James, Merry Christmas, Cheryl, and your great team. Love from James in Turkey. Thank you, James. Really appreciate you on here and all your comments, and hope you have a wonderful and safe Christmas in Turkey. Pamela says, oh, wow, love Trisha's books, Head for the Hill. What have we got? Honeybee was my favourite book this year. That's from Kim. Joy Bell says, love Trisha. Cheryl, keep up the good job recommending books and tempting us to read more and different authors. Have a happy and healthy Christmas season. Okay, so who won? Philip won. Okay, I can't even see where that is because I've just lost my space. There's so many of you out there today. Now, listen, we're going to introduce Jacqueline. Right. Oh, not yet. Okay, Jacqueline's not quite there yet, which is fine because I think, am I moving through this bit quickly? Okay, that's fine. It's Jacqueline Harvey, isn't it? Am I allowed to say that to everybody? Yeah, the wonderful children's book author. And you know, I'm going to say this, and Jacqueline knows this. I haven't seen Jacqueline for years. You know, COVID happened, and I think she's living partly in Sydney and partly somewhere else, and you know, and our paths haven't crossed. And yet this year, I have run into her so many times. I saw her in the office. I ran into her at the airport, just like randomly. And then I ran into her at that Perth Writers Festival that I went to. So hadn't seen her maybe in 5 or 6 years, and then saw her 3 or 4 times this year. Wonderful person. I just love her. So she'll be joining us shortly. We've given away 2 packs. And we've got 5 packs to give away. So now I'm going to ask a question. Now be ready. First in to answer this question, and let's clock the time. So it's 2021. The first person to get in after 2021 minutes is, what was your favourite book of 2024? First answer after 2021 PM wins a book pack. So that means I've given away 3 book packs. So what won? We've probably got a lot there. Okay. Right. All right. Oh, okay. We've got so many answers, and so many comments have come through. And we're going to have our very, very special guest, who is, as I said earlier, Jacqueline Harvey. Now, what's everybody doing for Christmas? I'm going to San Francisco for Christmas, as I usually do. Well, actually, I don't. I do one Christmas on, one Christmas off. And this is my Christmas on over there, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll be there for a few weeks. Why don't you tell me what you're doing Christmas? Do you even celebrate Christmas? Because I know there are very many people in Australia, and indeed right around the world, that don't celebrate Christmas at all. Okay, now one of the things that I wanted to acknowledge too today, this is our last day of the work year, so most of the team won't be back till the 6th of January, but I want to thank my team. I want to thank Lily, who only started with us last year in May. I want to thank Oliver, and I want to thank Verity and Brett. Like this year, it was a whole new team virtually, and that happens in business. We had Dex, we had Jane, and they'd all been here a number of years and wanted to move on. And then we've got this beautiful, great new team. And, you know, with your support at home, they've just been doing such fantastic work. So I wanted to thank them. They're going to join me at the end of this session and say hi and bye to everybody as well. Okay, Narelle congratulated Philip on winning. Deborah is reading R.C. Sheriff, the Hopkins manuscript. Kylie says, Merry Christmas to Cheryl and all the Better Reading team. Thank you, Kylie. I've got to tell you, all of you who tune in every single week, you know, you feel, I just feel so lucky to have you here. And honestly, I feel as though a lot of you I haven't met in person, but I feel as though I know you all so well. And I appreciate you all so very much. Okay, so who's won? Do we have a winner? After 221.
After 221?
Yes.
Was Danica McKenzie.
And what's Donna's favourite book of The Valley? Ah, The Valley by Chris Hammer. I think we've got that book here somewhere. Well, thank you, Donna. You're going to win a book pack. Okay, so we got our author on yet? No. Oh, 2:30. Okay, well, we're going to keep talking. And we're going to talk about the books that the people that I've met this year that I've loved. do you know, it's been a really big year because we introduced Authors on Authors this year, and I know so many of you have watched it. It's available through YouTube and Facebook. And our first Authors on Authors was Michael Connolly and Candice Fox, which I really, really enjoyed. And of course, all the others I've loved. I've sat through each and every one. And the ones that I'm not in, I'm kind of, you know, behind the camera. And I always enjoy the conversation so much, as I know you guys do too. But, you know, one of the most special ones this year, which is just out this week, was my conversation with Helen Garner. Helen's 82. She's still writing, going strong. I had the most beautiful conversation with her on Authors on Authors. Now, sometimes Authors on Authors is not with another author. We have specials, like I interviewed Tim Winton, so we call that an Authors on Authors special, and the same with Helen Garner. I interviewed her. But, you know, I was so moved all day by her. You know, such a big career and such a great literary life, and she's still writing. And, you know, it's, I don't know, I was humbled by it. I don't know how else to describe it, because I've been reading her for a long time, and I know a lot of you have. I mean, Monkey Grip was, I think, the book that made her famous, but my first book that I read of hers was First Stone. And of course, Jo Chinque's Consolation, and then I read her diaries. I read her last diary, I think it was the third one, while I was nursing my mother in her last week of life, and I found that really powerful, to be reading about another strong woman while I was there nursing a very, very strong woman and mother. And it just, there was something about being with Helen and being with Mum that really touched me. And so when she was in the office only a couple of weeks ago, I was entirely moved by her, you know, and in awe of her career, in awe of her writing style and her storytelling. So that, I think, was a highlight for me. I had met Helen once or twice before, but hadn't the opportunity to sit there and talk to her like I did the other day. Anyway, that's out now. It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook if you'd like to watch it. It's really beautiful. She's beautifully spoken. There was at one point I told her I was cranky with her when I was reading her diary, and we had really just the most gorgeous conversation. So anyway, that's Helen Garner, and that's a highlight for me. If you want to share a highlight, did you go to an author event this year that you really enjoyed? Did you meet an author that you really enjoyed? Let me know. Okay, what do we got? I'm just looking at, so I think something is wrong. Can somebody come and have a look at this for me? It's maybe because we've got so many comments, I'm not being able to see what's happening. Is that right?
Yeah, you can scroll now.
Oh, okay. Let's scroll now. Thank you, Verity. See, this is the great thing about having people around you, and young people in particular, that when you've got tech issues, they can fix it up straight away. They are, honestly, they fix up just about everything. Anytime I'm stuck, these guys can help me out. Okay, so now I'm back. Sally says she loves Authors on Authors. Thank you, Sally. Deborah was sad to hear about the death of John Marsden. Oh, thank you, Deborah. That was such a shock. Thank you for telling us and reminding us about that. I found out late last night. You know, I think he was just only in his 70s. We don't know how he died. But yeah, it was a shock. And what a contribution did he make to literature? Yeah, so that's really sad. And thank you for reminding us of that. We've had a few deaths, haven't we? Susan Duncan died recently as well. Anyway, okay, what do we got? Marie says that she reread Jo Chinque's Consolation. She rereads it regularly. Amazing book. It is an amazing, amazing book. Julie, I'll be missing your What Are You Reading segments over Christmas, so Authors on Authors will be filling in that void. Thank you so much. What else have we got? Helen Garner. Oh, yeah, Helen Garner. Carolyn says this. Helen Garner interview is just marvelous. She is amazing and was so open. And that's exactly what she was, wasn't she? She was so open and candid. And, you know, there's no kind of publicity fluff or anything around her. What you see is what you got, right? And you definitely feel that. Philip says that the Northern Beaches Readers Festival and Rachel John's retreat were both fabulous. Okay, thank you, Philip. Donna went to the Blue Mountain Writers Festival, had the best 2 days and listened to some fabulous writers and, of course, home with new books. Wonderful. The people at Happy Valley Books Read, we met lots of authors at the NBRF Festival and got to hang out with Jane Tara, who is also fabulous. Yes, she absolutely is. Helen met Trisha Stringer. Oh, there you go. So that was fabulous. And Laura says, I love reading from my son, from my 8-year-old son. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being there in the background. What else have we got? One of my favourite talks this year was going to hear Paul Lynch, and that's from Colleen. Malvina says, my daughter and I met John Marsden years ago when she was reading his Tomorrow series. He was lovely with her and chatted beautifully. We still have that photo I took of him. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's really nice to hear. Okay, so we've got Jacqueline Harvey with us, and she's joining us right now. Hello, lovely.
Hello, Cheryl. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes.
I was just telling all our people at home that you and I hadn't seen each other for a few years because of COVID and whatever circumstances. And then this year, I've seen you that many times, and I've run into you randomly at an airport. It was just meant to be.
And you're totally sick of me.
No, not yet. Hey, tell me, what's your latest book?
So the latest book to hit the shelves of mine is Willer and Wolf. So this is Willer and Wolf, Best Idea Yet, which is the 8th book in that series, perfect for your young, emerging, independent reader. And the other one that's the most recent one is this one called Kevin Saves the Show. And this is about my sheep, Kevin, who he's a bit of an individual. He doesn't, doesn't go with the rest of the flock. He's not sheep as we know them. And he's having a lovely adventure here, hosting a karaoke competition at the farm. And the best performer is not who you would expect. It's a new sheep on the block, and you can just see here the new sheep. He's perhaps not what you were expecting him to be. So the old wolf in sheep's clothing. So so that's my latest 2 books for kids. And
And what are you reading? What are you reading at the moment?
So I am reading Marcus Zuzak's book, These Wild Dogs, 3 Wild Dogs. And so I actually knew those 2 of the 3 dogs in person. So I'm eager to find out exactly what he writes. Well, I had some encounters with these dogs, and I can say that they were probably the scariest dogs I'd ever met in my life. So I'm quite keen to find out exactly what Marcus writes about them. So
yeah, what else have you got?
Also, I'm on my reading pile is the latest Benjamin Stevenson.
Oh, wow, we've got that. Yeah.
Yep, you've got that too. And I'm enjoying Richard Osman, so I want to see what his new series is all about. I've read some of his previous work. I'd also like to get into a bit of Curtis Sittenfeld in the holiday period as well. So a bit of a broad brush of books for the holidays.
Okay, so tell me, what do you do over Christmas and New Year?
So I'm in New Zealand at the moment at home in Queenstown, and so we're going on Christmas Eve. We have the thing about Queenstown is that most people are from somewhere else, and so there's a lot of us are the Christmas orphans, if you like. And so this year on Christmas Eve we have friends who are. Roxy is from Argentina, and so her husband's a Kiwi, but she puts on a big Argentinian spread on Christmas Eve, and so we do that with them. Yeah. And these guys were our neighbours, and they've just moved a little bit further away now. And on Christmas Day, my parents are actually here at the moment, and one of my sisters is here, and so she's living here now. And so we're having Christmas with Mum and Dad and some other good friends of ours and their kids. So it's I think a cast of about 17 or something on Christmas Day, which will be lovely. So a bit more of the traditional. Oh, funny you should ask. Yesterday we actually have these trees in New Zealand called wilding pines, which are a pest, and so they're something that you're quite welcome to go and cut down. And so they're sort of funny pine trees. They're a bit droopy, but they make really good Christmas trees. So we actually went, it's become a bit of a tradition the last few years. We go Christmas tree hunting on the side of the mountain. And last night we went up with our friends, Jamie and Anita, and Mum and Dad came and some other friends came. And we went up there with our power saw and we cut down some wilding pines. And my job is to decorate the tree probably tonight, because it's very close to Christmas. But we've only just got back here. We've been in Australia and we went to Adelaide for the cricket and went up to the Barossa Valley. So had a bit of a holiday before Christmas.
What was your favourite place you visited this year?
Oh my goodness, I've been to a lot of places this year.
Because you could do quite a bit of travel. That's why I'm asking you the question.
Yeah, look, I had a wonderful trip to. I've had two wonderful trips to Western Australia. One to Tess Woods Festival, which you were at as well.
Yes,
but previous to that, I did a festival down in Busselton, and I must say I really love visiting that part of Australia. It's always really beautiful and really friendly. The kids are great. So yeah, that's and Adelaide. I've been to Adelaide a couple of times actually, and probably a couple of my favourite places were in outback Queensland. So St George. A little town, southwest Queensland, and Emerald in central Queensland. So it's really great to visit places that I wouldn't necessarily go to, on my regular travel routes. So that was fun. And the trip to St George was pretty special because the festival had to charter a flight to take us out there. So we all went. Wow. There was a bunch of authors, and we went on a Cessna Caravan, a 13-seat plane that was kind of a little nerve-wracking to begin with, but turned out to be really good fun. So, yeah, they're some of the places I've been.
I'm just thinking about you traveling, and when I see you, you've always got this fabulous level of energy. And I think that, that you must get something from the interest of children, like the fact that they love to see you, they love to listen to your stories, they love to read books. To read your books. That must be very energizing, I think. I think children can do that. Is that right?
They do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's really nice to meet the kids that read your books, and also to meet kids who don't necessarily read your books, but who are, fascinated by stories and who hopefully will be, turned on to becoming readers by the fact that they get to attend these festival events where they meet authors and illustrators, and they actually I have this firm belief that if you can see it, you can be it. And so for a lot of these kids,
I like that.
They've never encountered an author before or an illustrator, and I certainly didn't when I was at school. And so for these kids, particularly in rural and remote parts of Australia, to have the opportunity to meet authors and illustrators and see that we're just regular people who do a kind of different job.
No, I think it's really.
I think that's really important.
I don't think I ever, when I was in primary school, really and I loved reading, but I don't think I ever met an author. I mean, it just was so different back then.
No, and authors were really mysterious.
That's right. You're still mysterious.
I don't think there's much mysterious about me, Cheryl. I think I'm a bit of an open book.
Hey, listen.
You can ask me anything.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask. We've got another. How many more packs have I got to give away? 2 more. So I'm going to ask a question, and to make sure that people were listening. What country is Jackie Harvey in right now? Where is she? Now, you're not to answer, Jackie, because we've got these merch packs to give away. First person that gets that right will get a merch pack. All right, we're going to let you go, lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. Have the best Christmas, and thank you for all your support of us.
My pleasure, Cheryl, and thank you, and congratulations on your big birthday year this year too. So have a great Christmas, and hopefully I'll run into you at lots of airports next year.
Yes, that's right. Bye-bye. Okay, that was Jacqueline Harvey. Where is she right now? She was tuning in. Has somebody won? Laura Baxter won. Okay, she is in New Zealand. We would have accepted New Zealand or Queenstown, but there you go. We've got a winner. Okay, all right. I'm going to go through a few more questions. We've got 1 more pack to give away, right? Everybody knew Trisha Stringer's character. Stacey said that she met Victoria Perman, fabulous writer. I love all her books. We do. Chrissy said she met Darry Fraser. What do we got? what do we got? My kids, she said, love Jacqueline's books. Kylie said that her children love Jacqueline's books. Jacqueline Harvey. Jacqueline used to be a teacher and, you know, she just started writing and look what happened. I mean, amazing. I love that. Deborah says that she's enjoyed reading Unnatural Death by Patricia Cornwall. Kerry says Christmas tree hunting, awesome. It is absolutely awesome. Okay, all right, I've got one more pack to give away. So Better Reading this year celebrated a big birthday. What age are we this year? What were we celebrating this year? How old did we turn? First correct answer wins the very last book pack. Okay, all right. Now, I think that's it from me. I'll get emotional. I've had a big, hard year, as you all know, and I know a lot of you know that I'm an advocate for what's happening in Palestine and Lebanon, so that's been big and hard. Also, my brother wasn't well this year, so I nursed him. But meanwhile, I always know that you're there, you're in the background. I see your comments, I read your comments, and I love that. Honestly, I mean, I couldn't be in a better job around the best people, best staff, best readers at home. So I'm feeling a big year, a hard year, but, you know, I'm so lucky. So what I want to do is bring the staff round now. I'm going to and they're all going to say hi and Merry Christmas to everybody, and then we're going to sign off. Who won the last book pack?
Kim Cahill.
Kim Cahill, congratulations. So we will give, Verity will be in touch about those packs, and you will get them, but you won't get them before Christmas, of course. Okay, team, Better Reading team are here. They're going to wish you all Merry Christmas. From the bottom of my heart, I say thank you to all of you at home. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for participating. Have a wonderful and safe Christmas and New Year. Okay, guys, come join us. So we've got... They're very shy. Here we are, the Better Reading team. We've got Britt, are you waving?
Yes.
Verity, who you've met a few times, and Oliver. So Merry Christmas to everyone.
Oh, damn.
Merry
Down.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for all your support.
All right, see you next year.